What just happened in a Boston courtroom will shock you. After nearly 22 hours of jury debates, a controversial verdict dropped, and it wasn't what anyone expected. Karen Reed has been cleared of murder and manslaughter, yet she's now on probation for DUI. Stick around, because what happens next could rewrite everything you thought you knew. On June 18, 2025, the long-anticipated verdict came in. Karen Reed was found not guilty of second-degree murder, manslaughter, and leaving the scene in the January 2022 death of Boston police officer John O'Keefe. Yet, she still received a conviction for DUI, driving under the influence, resulting in 1 year of probation. Inside that courtroom, it was emotional chaos. Reed wept her way through the verdict reading, hugging her legal team, while supporters erupted in relief outside. It wasn't a full win, but powerful enough to shake up expectations. Let's rewind to that frigid night in Canton. O'Keefe was found collapsed in the snow outside a home where he'd been with Reed. He'd suffered blunt force injuries and died from exposure. State prosecutors claimed Reed had been drinking earlier, backed her SUV into O'Keefe, and fled him to freeze outside. They showed taillight fragments, phone data, and even a text where Reed said, "I hit him." But the defense disagreed entirely. Reed's team dropped a bombshell. O'Keefe was never struck by a car. They argued he was injured inside the house, possibly in a fight or after a pet knocked him over. Then they say he was placed in the snow as part of a police-protected cover-up. That defense was powered by one critical detail: text from investigator Michael Proctor ridiculing Reed. He was later dismissed, sparking major credibility doubts. Crash reconstruction experts helped too. They found no snow tire marks, and a snowplow operator said he never saw a body that night. The entire hit-and-run theory began to crumble. Inside the jury room, it got tense fast. On day 3, a jury note suggested a verdict, but then they backtracked. After 4 grueling days and nearly 22 hours of deliberation, they cleared her of the most serious charges, leaving only the DUI. That outcome left many stunned. Was this a sign of reasonable doubt or a breakdown of the prosecution's core case? So what did Reed actually get? 1 year of probation and no jail time. The murder and manslaughter charges are gone. But her public image? That's a harder fix. A civil wrongful death lawsuit remains open, filed by O'Keefe's family and now with bars included, named alongside Reed in the suit. She's free, yes, but the legal and emotional fallout is far from over. This trial didn't just focus on one tragic case. It highlighted deeper issues in our justice system. From alleged investigator bias to potential evidence mishandling, it turned into a lightning rod for public trust. Tags like Free Karen Reed and Justice for John trended across social media, sparking protests, online campaigns, and debates statewide. Protesters even rallied outside the court, chanting support or outrage. This became a trial over justice itself. Now begins a quieter but still intense phase. Reed's team is reportedly weighing defamation and civil rights lawsuits, especially if they suspect misconduct went deeper. Meanwhile, O'Keefe's family continues pushing their civil case, seeking accountability and answers. They remain unsatisfied, with tensions still high. And investigators. Some remain under scrutiny. Will anyone face professional consequences? Expect more legal developments in the months ahead. On June 18th, Karen Reed walked free, but she stepped into a world still divided. The jury may have rejected the prosecution's story, but many harder questions linger. Was this a triumph of justice or a failure of the system? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below and hit subscribe. We'll follow the civil trial, any appeals, and reactions from both sides every step of the way.